Hi, I'm Vanessa and owner of NessaLee Baby.
I'm Jordan Epstein, Vanessa's husband and also owner of NessaLee Baby.
And Jordan is the writer of The Dude's View on the NessaLee Baby blog, which if you've heard it, you may love him, you may hate him. Either way, he's here with me today and we're doing our first video together. And we're talking about the 2013 products that we saw at the ABC Kids Expo that we personally love. And I think that this will help parents that are looking for new products because there's a lot of information out there from a lot of people who attended the show. And as far as we're concerned, our favorites are the only ones that matter. So if you check out our video, it may help you if you are having a baby in 2014 to pick what to get for them. So we've picked both our answers. We've written them down and we haven't seen each other's answers. So this is going to kind of be fun and, fun for you and fun for us. So to start, the new stroller that we saw at the 2013 ABC Kids Expo that we both thought was awesome. Okay, so you have two on there.
Yeah, well,
you
I couldn't decide.
That's cheating.
It says new stroller and it's awesome. They're both new and they're both awesome.
I give instructions and clearly they weren't followed. But okay. All right, so let's start with, I guess, the one that we have the same. We both have the Mamas and Papas Armadillo. I was a little hesitant to put this on there because I felt like we had already seen it before the show.
Same here.
Okay.
That's why it was second.
Exactly. But the reason I put it on there is because it's an amazing stroller. I guess we both absolutely love it. It's super lightweight, it's easy to fold, it's easy to open, and it's really attractive, which I think is hard to find in lightweight strollers. You know, usually they look kind of sporty. This stroller, I think, looks sleek and cool.
Yeah.
Why did you pick it?
Like, I love the way it folds. Mm-hmm. I love how, a lot of strollers that are what you would consider like a lightweight or a travel type stroller usually fold where they can get dirty. And a lot of times people like their travel or lightweight stroller to be a light color just because they're usually using it more, I guess, during warm weather. And I just kind of like the way that it never really is touching the ground, number one. And number two, how quickly it folds. Plus the fact that, like you said, it's good looking.
Yep.
And also lays
that is very important. As a mom, I feel like that's important. In addition to being functional, you want things that look good. All right, so you have another stroller on there.
Okay,
Let's talk about that.
The other one that won on my list here is the Baby Jogger View. And the main reason why it made it onto my list is because when you go to this show, it's probably, 1 million square feet, maybe more, of pretty much the same products over and over with a little different twist from somebody else. And it was one of the only products that I saw at the show that I truly felt offered something different than everybody else's. What it is it's an umbrella stroller, basically like everybody else's. But what this does is, number one, it gives you the ability to adapt your car seat right onto it, which is a big deal if you're traveling. If you're actually
somewhere. Using it for what people use umbrella strollers for, it does something.
Whose answer is this? Mine or yours?
Whose show is this?
And second, and actually most important, it's actually a reversible umbrella stroller. So one of the number one things that a lot of our customers like about some of the full-size strollers is that they have the ability to have the baby facing them both when they're in the car seat, but also once they're out of the car seat and they're in the actual stroller seat. And this is the first umbrella stroller, or at least the first umbrella stroller that I've ever seen, that gives you the ability to have the baby face you in the seat or have the baby face the world.
And it's only $199, which I think is pretty awesome. All right, moving on. Our next question is the best new travel item. Jordan and I love to travel. We love to travel with our baby. Actually, next month we're going away, and we're going to be chronicling that trip. So definitely check us out next month on Instagram and everything to see how our trip with our 2-year-old goes. So what do you think the best new travel item is? Ah, yes! Okay, we both picked the same product, and I'm telling you, we did not plan this. So, Mountain Buggy has a stroller. Right now, it's sort of just a prototype, right?
Yes, although it did win the award.
The JPMA Innovation Award. So it's definitely going to come out. It's just we don't know when yet, hopefully really soon. What I love about this stroller is that it's really lightweight. I think it was 15 pounds, right?
Maybe.
Maybe less. It takes a car seat as well, but the most important thing is that it folds up and it fits in the overhead compartment on an airplane. Yes. You do not have to gate check it. You don't have to, you can bring it with you right up to the gate, fold it up, and stick it up there as your carry-on. You can't really beat that. And how much was it?
I thought it was less than 200 as well.
I think like $199 or something. I mean, you can't beat that. And how easy is that? So I guess the only problem is going to be the baby jogger View or the Mamas and Papas Nano for people that are traveling.
The other negative is if you actually break your stroller while you're on vacation, you can no longer blame the airline. It's your fault.
Yeah, so true. You can't say the gate check people broke my stroller. No, you did when you closed the little compartment on top of your stroller. So true. All right, now we're going to move on to my favorite topic, and that is nursery. Cool new nursery decor that you saw. You know, you're cheating the whole way through with doubles. That's not fair.
Well, if something was a tie, then, well, first of all, you can't even hold yours up straight, so who's not fair?
All right.
Well, I guess technically my first answer isn't
it's void.
Fully nursery decor.
No, decor only, like bedding and wall art and things like that. So, all right, we both picked the same thing. Oilo. Probably, I think, the first modern bedding company to ever come out, right? We didn't know of another one before then.
Yeah.
And they're kind of evolving. They've had some great collections over the years. They've had some great celebrity support. Rachel Zoe used them at her first baby's nursery. Maybe she'll use it in a second. But now it is more customizable. So parents are able to pick the piping colors, pick the trim, mix and match pieces. They go together really well. I think that it's a kind of a home run, and there wasn't one collection that stood out to me more than the others. I think they all look pretty awesome.
For me, like what you touched on before, is that so many of the higher-end customers that are coming into the store are looking for the element of customizability. Customizability, if that's a word?
Customization.
Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I really love about that is that you're not just buying a prepackaged set of what somebody else has basically told you. This is what looks good. Who wants
to look like everybody else? Exactly. Who wants a nursery that looks like someone else's? That's what we do here. We make sure that your nursery is individual and unique, and I think the new bedding is going to help us do that even more. So I'm really excited about that. Obviously, he is too.
Okay, just a precursor to the next question.
Oh, wait, you cheated again?
Once again have two answers.
You can.
So,
all right, fine.
Okay.
We're talking chairs now. Gliders, like the ones we're sitting in. The one that Jordan's rocking in, but I'm sitting nice and stationary. The new rockers that we saw, or new recliners that we saw, that we think are going to make parents very happy. Okay. I picked one. I figured you'd pick the other.
Well, yes.
I agree with you that that's also awesome, so I'll talk about the one we have the same, and you can talk about the other one.
Okay.
Dutalier has this awesome new glider recliner out. It's actually really similar to the one that I'm sitting on right now. It is very modern, and you have the option now for stainless steel legs, which is new for Dutalier, but what makes it really cool is now you just press a button on the side, and it will recline for you. So if you're sitting with the baby, you don't have to pull up a handle, lay it down. And one of my least favorite things about recliners in general is that when you're holding a child and they're sleeping and you want to stand up, you kind of have to throw your weight forward to get the recliner to stand up. You're not going to have to do this. You're just going to touch the button on the side and it's going to sit up your chair, sort of like a theater chair. So you really can't.
You can skip your ab exercises at the gym if you're going to be doing that in the glider.
Exactly. And Jordan picked something different.
So my pick was the Natard with the table, and what that essentially is it's a glider / recliner. Mm-hmm. But what's really cool about it is that there's actually an attachment that's going to be sold with it, completely optional.
Optional, but you have to get it.
Yeah, pretty much. And I thought it was interesting because the owner of the company was explaining the reason why he did it. He hit the nail right on the head. He said that the average man will hold the baby for, I think he said, up to like 10 minutes. And if they haven't been able to quiet the baby, or if the baby's not sleeping, where they can now put them in the crib,
it's like here.
They're kind of done with it. And in fairness to other men, it is what happened to me.
Short attention span.
So what this table does, it allows you to obviously put your iPad, your laptop, well, not really a laptop, probably more like a tablet, or your phone, and just kind of be able to use it while you're holding the baby still, with one arm.
What I thought was cool about it is that it also had a built-in cup holder. So that was good for bottles, for feeding, for yourself. I thought it was great. They're just great recliners. They were so comfortable.
There's just a cool new twist on recliners.
And super comfortable and really attractive as well. So I agree. That was a good second choice for cheaters.
This one I only have one answer to.
Okay, I have one also. There were a couple that I really liked, but I have one because I am very loyal. So, best new car seat.
No, I was going to pick that too.
It's not even new. We've had that in the store for months.
No, but neither is that. Just the print is.
Well, at least something's new. Okay, so.
This is new colors.
So I picked Collect Foom and Tokidoki. If you know me, if you've ever met with me, if you've ever spoken with me about baby gear, I love the Collect Foom. I love it. It's an amazing car seat. Our son rides around in 4 of those bad boys in 4 different vehicles. We absolutely love it. But now they're coming out with new prints. If you're a Tokidoki fan, you're going to love them because they're super cool. There's 3 new prints. And I just like it. I feel like it's very, it's like fit for a rock star.
Yeah, it's
right?
cool.
It's like a
it's
little,
cool.
It's just like for you can't buy this for your kid if your kid's not cool. That's really what it comes down to. If you're not cool people and your kid's not cool, don't buy Tokidoki. If they're cool, it's the collection for you. I love it, and I'm embarrassed to admit I'm probably going to get another seat just so I can get another one of these. It's just going to be hard to choose which of the 30. I won't get 3 more of those, so don't worry.
So my choice was the Nuna Pippa, which, as Vanessa said, isn't brand new, but it is pretty new to the market. It came out probably maybe 3 months ago, 2 to 3 months ago. It is going to be available now in some new colors. So it was only available in black before. Now it'll be available in red.
That's right.
And what I really love about that, which is similar to the Foom, is that the seat Vanessa is mentioning is a toddler convertible seat. The Nuna Pippa is an infant carrier, and it has what's called a rigid latch, so that if you're moving it from car to car, it's basically click, click, making sure that the load leg is touching the ground. It'll turn green when it does. You have a nice big canopy, and then you also have a privacy pod that's magnetic, so that your baby's basically closed off from creeps who want to touch them. And the price is right on it, so I just think everything about it is good.
I agree. Also a great seat, and 2 different purposes. So you could get a Pippa and a Foom, because you're going to need both at some point or another. So, new furniture you're most excited about. Interesting. All right, 2 totally different things.
Only one answer.
So true, and I do really like that as well. But the nursery designer in me is completely obsessed with nail heads. Who doesn't love nail heads? If you love design, you love nail heads, I think. And they look incredible on AFK's new Gramercy crib. The crib is kind of a simple crib, but the side panel is, you can get the side panel in leather if you want, and then nail head around that. And I just think it's like sophisticated and beautiful and almost looks like art. So I'm really excited about it because when I see furniture and I have nursery designs dancing around in my head the moment I see it, I know that it's good furniture, and that's the way I felt as soon as I saw the AFK Gramercy crib.
For a guy disclaimer, I sat in the AFK booth for about 45 minutes. I thought that it was a black crib.
It was
navy.
navy.
As I got up to leave, noticed it was navy, and it was pretty. Actually, it wasn't pretty awesome. It was awesome.
He has man vision, so man vision just is like dark must be black, right? But
and
it was,
actually,
it was
ironically, I haven't seen many navy cribs, and this crib was absolutely.
It was
gorgeous.
navy, but it wasn't boy navy. Like it could be girl or boy, which I find really cool.
Yes.
And the nail heads were gold, and I think gold is such a different, like so sophisticated for a nursery.
So the one I chose was the Franklin and Ben Providence crib, the Providence collection. The reason why I picked this is, number one, I love the price point of the furniture. It's affordable restoration hardware kind of look, I would say. But better. They have a 6-drawer, like a double wide dresser. You're going to have a changing tray for it, and obviously the crib.
I just really like one of the colors. Like the color of the whitewash, it's like a vintage kind of whitewashed finish. You don't see that anywhere.
No.
I can't think of one other furniture like line that we carry that's doing that right now.
I also thought like the metal detailing around the feet was pretty cool.
Yeah. I will tell you that if you plan on purchasing this crib, you should probably have us deliver it for you because it is heavy.
Yeah. Gigantic.
Heavy, but good. You know, good, substantial, beautiful, heavy furniture. So expect to see that in a lot of my designs as well. Obviously not in Jordan's designs because he's not designing anything. But
you'll see it in every design I do and none of the designs that I do, all at the same time.
Okay. Something different you can't wait to get in NessaLee, baby.
Well, I have 2 answers, so should I cover one?
No. Okay, I picked Stadler International humidifiers.
Okay.
Because there is absolutely nothing sexy about a humidifier.
This is true.
These humidifiers were sexy. They were gorgeous. Like, they were attractive looking humidifiers. You don't have to buy one of those tank looking things for your baby's nursery. These are kind of streamlines, modern rectangles in some great colors to choose from. And I think they can transition well into a toddler's room or into other areas of your home if you ever need a humidifier. And I know that it's not a fun item, but it's an item that every parent buys, every parent puts on their registry, and now it doesn't have to be ugly. There's nothing more exciting than making something once ugly attractive.
So I put two things down again. One was Spot On Square, their new collections. And my second was the Nook nursing pillow / airline pillow, which is still the same one product. And the reason why I put the Nook down is because, well, naturally I've never nursed, but I have.
Oh, shocker!
Yeah. Spoiler alert. But what I did really love about the Nook pillow is that it still allows you to be like this cool modern mom with this modern prints and the whole idea of like the Nook exterior. And what's cool about it is that because of the shape of it, you can use it like I wrote it as an airline pillow because I would buy one for myself so that I'm not doing, one of these on the airplane.
Yeah.
I think it's just a cool airplane.
And the quality was pretty exceptional. And I know and it's organic, which is pretty cool as well. So I agree with that. And then Spot On Square. I personally love Spot On Square. I know, but you're not talking about it. I love Spot On Square. We actually have Spot On Square furniture, the Row collection, in our son's nursery. So I think it's a good thing to be excited about.
Yeah, I just like the fact that they're one of their new collections.
The Alto.
The Alto had like the P.
It's basically made out of the same things, the same product that recycled water bottles are made out of. That's what they used in the side panels on the
right.
Mm-hmm.
And what's cool about it too is that you can get a plain white one and then have an artist even do something that's
we would do that for you. If you got that one, we could have an artist do it for you, or we could print on it, so you can sort of customize your crib even further. It's something that we thought of while we were in the booth, and also the pieces that are offered with the crib are also gorgeous.
Right.
There's 3 different pieces, so you can do green. I think one was like a taupish tan, or like a raspberry kind of thing. I loved it. It was beautiful. I agree. Good choice.
Thank you.
And our very last question, which is important, obviously, to us, the new baby product bound to show up on a celebrity baby. That is a celebrity baby. What do you think it's going to be? Interesting.
I was going to pick that.
So, you know what? We're actually both right, because both these products are 100% going to show up on celebrity babies. I'll go first. Mima is a brand that is making its way to the United States for the first time, and they are bringing with them a high chair called the Moon High Chair. If you're familiar with Bloom's high chair, the Fresco, it's probably the most modern high chair on the market, and it's absolutely gorgeous. The same designer that designed that high chair designed Mima's Moon High Chair. So it's similar, but it's different because the entire chair, which is sort of looks like an egg, is acrylic. It's clear, and it's beautiful. It's very sleek, very modern, very fun, really for people that have that modern sense of style in their home. And, the Bloom high chair has shown up in every single celebrity kitchen. I know Kourtney Kardashian has like 3 or 4 of them. So not in one kitchen, but over time she's had 3 or 4 of them. So I'm pretty confident that the Moon is going to show up as well in some people's homes.
And my choice was kind of the easy choice.
Yeah.
Only because the Orbit G2, which was the the current generation that will, I guess, start being phased out towards the beginning of 2014. Number one, it's easy for a celebrity baby to be seen in it because parents are obviously using it outdoors.
Clearly.
Which is why I didn't go with
this
the
is true.
Moon.
No one is taking their high chair outside, but come on, it's going to show up on a reality show or something.
And basically what Orbit's done is they've taken the G2, which Vanessa and I used for our son, and they just kind of cleaned it up a bit, I would say. They did a couple of minor tweaks to the fabrics, a little bit as far as the look. But what's really cool about it is that they are offering it now for the stroller seat, which is probably the #1 complaint from most customers. They're now offering it in a ton of colors, which is really cool.
It's really cool. It's going to look good. And if you consider us celebrities, you're watching our videos, so are we famous?
It's true.
We will use it for our next child, so that's a guarantee.
And Vanessa was super excited because apparently the color of the ear or season.
The color of my year. I think mint is the color of the year.
Right.
I don't care what Pantone says. I think that mint is it for 2014. And I think it looks really good with the brown. Beautiful with the brown base.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to get those into some customers' hands, not just celebrities. So we hope you enjoyed our ABC wrap-up, and you kind of come and check out some of the new products in 2014 that we're going to have in the store. And you can watch our videos as they start to come in. We'll do reviews on these products on our website, as well as blogs on them. Thanks so much for listening and hanging out with us.
Bye, guys.
Bye.